everybody. Welcome back to the Rayhart Rundown.
What's up?
Back in the studio.
Yeah.
Temperature's dropping. It's getting chilly. It's fall time. It's fall. Fall, y'all. That's all I got. That's it. Fall, y'all. That's
all
what
right.
Let me tell you. I see that shit everywhere.
Is that like froyo?
It's like nope. It's not. I'm drinking iced apple crisp
YOLO
macchiato.
Is it like YOLO?
It's like YOLO, but fall, y'all. What are you doing?
My
you
fucking butt
It
hurts
looks like
'cause
you're
this
scratching your
thick-ass
butt.
wallet.
Let me see your wallet. Look at this. Look at this monster. Look at this. For people on the video can see this, but people on the audio.
It's because people give me your business cards.
Let me just say
Listen.
this. Stop. No, hold on. Before you can explain yourself in just a minute, but let me explain to the audio listeners what I'm looking at here. I'm looking at essentially a turtle at teenager age. That's how thick this is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open your shit though.
That's fine. There's no money in there, so
There's no money. It's this thick. There's no money.
exactly.
What do you keep in here? What is all this paper?
People give me business cards.
Stop keeping pissy.
Listen,
home
people-
renovation. You have 6 of the same business card.
Dude, people, stop giving me your business cards.
He has
I don't
6.
care.
He has a whole bunch.
I
Anybody?
don't. Yeah, let me see. Who's
It's
that
all,
from?
dude. I don't know.
Who's that
don't
from?
say it. We're not going to promote him.
No, I
We can
know.
look, but we're not gonna
what's
promote
it for?
It didn't pay us, so we're not promoting anybody.
Okay, home renovations and drywall repair. I rent. Don't need it.
This
Next.
receipt's so old, it's blank. That receipt is so old, it's blank. I'm going to pull all this shit out of your wallet now.
I don't know why I kept this.
I don't know why you kept half of this stuff. Some of it is their business cards have been in your wallet so long the business cards are faded.
I think this was a job offer. I think that's what this was. I think this was a job offer saying that you're the best bartender I've ever seen.
All right,
in
you take a
Fort
look at that
Myers.
pile right there. We're not putting that shit back in your wallet.
Oh, this is Lowe's. This is for the portable AC units. I need that because I'm taking that shit back.
That's fine. I could. What in the? What
Oh, yeah, cash bands. I need those.
in your wallet?
Well, I
You don't even have money in your wallet. You have the bands to hold the money,
I put them in
just
there.
in case money shows up. You can.
That's exactly
in
right.
case there's a little
Just in
bit of
case
money.
shows up.
Here, you can go through all that. Well, you can go through that.
Yeah,
while
don't
I
need another car.
keep telling people about your magical wallet. Now look. It's still turtle. It's still kind of turtle-like. It's like thin. It's like
I know.
Slim Fast turtle-like though.
I know.
Do you need all these cards in here though?
I need to go through all this shit.
I
Why did you bring this out?
I brought it up because I'm making a point here. Okay, you want to see my shit? I don't even have it because I take it out of my shit's just as bad. I can't even bitch. I can't even.
You know what I use in this?
It's just as bad. But here's the.
driver's license,
That's it.
debit card,
Okay.
credit card.
Okay.
I don't even use that credit card. This other one.
Cool. Why is it there?
And
Seems like
Costco. I don't even use Costco card because the credit card is part of Costco. The Washco, my washer and dryer was destroyed in the hurricane. Don't need that.
But okay, but what I was saying was my wallet's the same way, but I have to like go through it like I don't hold receipts. Like I don't know why you keep receipts in there, but
Because I'm taking that shit back.
I understand. But
$700 fucking portable AC units. I don't need this shit.
I get it, but you have a lot of receipts. Not all those receipts are for those 2 portable AC.
Yeah, I know. But no, actually, so what I'm doing is
No, but look how thick that is.
Yeah, I know. But what I plan on doing is I've been thinking about getting just those like that metal card
Right. Yep, I was gonna
thing,
I was
and
gonna
you just
say
like click, and then whatever you click on
that. It pops
fucking
out.
pops it out.
Right.
I'm just good. So when people give me their business cards, I'll be like, oh, I don't. Thanks. I'll just put it in my pocket and then throw it away later.
I don't even do that. I'm just gonna be
it's
like, I just fucking add it to my phone, and I'm like, here you go, give it to somebody else. Like, hold on.
Oh, that's smart.
That's all I do. Because I was running. My point is, I was running into the same problem you were, but by having that,
Yeah, look.
thing,
Now that I put it all back, it just like
now it doesn't even close. Now it's like just Pac-Man. It's just open. It's so bad. So here's what I was saying is that I had the same problem, right? But did you know that having that wallet in your back pocket and like sitting on it will cause like butt problems?
Yeah, it's causing a butt problem right now.
Like a
It's
hip,
super
like hip. Not like butt,
uncomfortable.
but not like up your butt problems, but like hip. It'll actually it could actually like hurt your sciatica.
You're sciatica.
I'm just telling you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to be this part of the show where we help Adam. This new helping Adam part of the show.
No, I'm aware. That's why I want.
Help Adam.
I just want that little card thing that has like a money clip, maybe.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
I agree 100%. 100%.
I think I'm gonna get one of those.
I'm in the same. I'm in the same boat. I'm like, I have to go through my wallet and throw shit away. I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need this. And what I've done is I've taken like the library card and those type of cards, and I put them like in my like sock drawer. And I'm like, okay, if I ever go to the library,
I'm just
gonna grab it before I leave.
Yeah.
And then worst case scenario, if you get to the library and say, I don't have my card, they can pull it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's never a time.
I can look it up by phone number.
Yeah. There's never a. So. But yeah,
I got that library card a year ago because I literally live one block from the library.
Right.
I rented a bunch of Blu-rays, watched them, returned them. I haven't been back.
That's the best thing you can do at a library now.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
dude, their Blu-ray selection is ridiculous. Like they get brand new. They have like every season of American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Like it's incredible.
Like if you don't have a lot of money to like watch DVDs or pay for Netflix or any of that other stuff, going to the library of your local library. I know this is like a PSA right now. Going to your local library will allow you to rent DVDs and movies at no cost.
And they're like, dude, I'm telling you, there's good movies in there.
Like, they have everything. Like they essentially, I think they bought out a lot of the video stores that closed down.
Yeah.
Just to keep them. It's kind of crazy. I was really shocked though. So definitely, if you're again want to check out movies and don't want to pay for the download, go to your library. You'd be surprised at what you can find.
Oh yeah.
Some
same
retro
with music
stuff,
CDs too.
Yeah, music CDs and.
Yeah.
So the library's a treasure trove of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like Reading Rainbow should play right now. Doo-doo-doo-doo. But yeah, I'm the same way with the freaking pocket thing, man. That you get that fucking sciatica nerve. You can't. Dude, okay, so listen to this. So my sciatica, because of the wallet, my sciatica started acting up, which is a nerve that runs like in your, I think, hip or whatever, right?
So it gave you hemorrhoids?
No, not hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids are hereditary. Buckle up. Okay? So, no. The sciatica, like, that runs in your hip. Remember? Like, oh, my God, it hurts so bad to, like, move or whatever. You know, people talk about their hips.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
My
I'm old.
hip hurt so bad one time that Jen was like, hey, why don't you go take a bath and try to relax and see if that helps your hip?
You take baths now, don't you?
I took a bath. First of all, 6'3". I don't fit in hardly any bath. I still didn't fit in the bathtub. Okay?
Yeah, it's more like you just sit in the bathtub.
Soak. You sit and soak. So I was like, I'm going to sit and soak. So I put it on super hot water.
Did you play smooth jazz?
No, hold on. Right now, I guarantee you right now, there are listeners that are laughing, that go into that are in the medical field. And then as soon as I said super hot water, they're doing this. Yikes. Locked up. I was locked. I was trapped in my tub. I was trapped in my bathtub. I could not move. I couldn't move. I was like, this is where I fucking live now. I was crying. I was like, dude, I was crying. Like, it hurt so bad. I was locked. Jen comes in. She goes, you want me to help you up? I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like Nancy Kerrigan. It's over. I'm staying here. And
Epsom salt, bro.
Dude, not even. Like, all of that stuff was in the tub. But it was just the hot water locked up the muscle around the nerve. Just like, it didn't allow the swelling to go down, which is the whole idea. And I was done. I was literally in the bathtub with.
I thought hot water loosened the muscles, though.
I think it's supposed to relax your muscles or the cold. I don't know how it works, but either way, that hot water did not help me. I drained the tub, and then I just laid naked in the tub, hurting for like 35 minutes. Like a good 35 minutes of not being able to move. Like I was so much pain. Like I thought I broke my shit. I was like, this is broken. I'm done. I broke my ass bone. It's over. And so I started, like every dad that's over the age of 35, 36, I started wearing like cargo shorts and jeans with the side pocket.
Oh, so you have more pockets from
So I have more pockets. So what I did was I moved my wallet to that side so I wouldn't sit on it all the time. And surprisingly enough, that helped.
Oh, right.
100% helped.
Yeah, the amount of stuff I carry with me every day is a little ridiculous. Like
you're a pack mule when you go out?
Yeah. Like I've got, like if I'm working,
right?
You know, if it's like between the days of work, because I work like 4 consecutive days straight, and then I'll have 3 days off in a row type
Right.
thing. So if it's in those 4 days, I've got a wine key and a bottle opener in my back left pocket. Then I've got my wallet. Then I've got my cell phone. Then I've got my keys. Then I've got usually my wireless headphones, my vape, my juice for my vape, a knife, like
Why don't you just carry
so much
a backpack?
I should. I really should.
I feel like a backpack would be. You're
Should
afraid
I-
you would
should
leave
I
it somewhere?
Should I do the backpack or
Nope.
the fanny pack?
You should do this. Yes. Wait, time's out. Let me think. Yes.
Or the supreme
Nope.
thing? No.
The fanny pack. And you should get it at RayhartRundownMerch.com, where you could go right now. So you like this lead in real early in the show? You could go right now to RayhartRundownMerch.com. They actually have. We actually are starting to carry the hip packs again.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, we got them back in. So check them out there.
Usually a summertime flavor.
Yeah,
but-
it's usually a summertime thing, but right now we actually have some in, and we have the part of the Sarcasta merch it has a hip pack.
Nice.
I think it literally says on it, "This doesn't hold anything of important" or something like that. But we also carry backpacks on RayhartRundownMerch.com. All right, there you go. That's the plug. That's all I'm doing. That's all. I always try to get one in at every show, and I usually wait for you to set me up. And, and you did.
Yeah. So I went back to the doctor again. It was funny that we're talking about pockets and stuff because every time they're like, all right, right this way. As soon as they walk me in, okay, you're going to get on this scale.
Oops.
I'm just like, all right, but before I do, I just need you to know I have about 40 pounds worth of stuff in my pockets right now.
The lady, the first thing she writes on there, he's a liar.
If I could get on the scale, get back off the scale. She's like, all right, right this way. Yeah, I'm not fucking announcing what.
Get on the scale. I cry. She laughs. I get off the scale.
Yeah. I could go into the thing, whatever. She puts the thing around my arm, whatever, starts taking blood pressure, and I'm just like, oh, I can already tell you it's perfect. Right?
That's what you tell her?
Yeah.
So you just walk in there all cocky?
Well, because the
After
first
getting off
time
the
I went to the first time I went back to the doctor after getting health insurance for the first time in like 10 years,
Okay.
they said, "Oh my God, your blood pressure is literally perfect." I was like, "Well, yeah."
But you walked in there into the doctor's room cocky
yeah,
after stepping off the scale.
no.
There it is.
Well, it had nothing to do with the scale.
Got it. Okay, so this is the one thing you were like, I'm going to flex on this.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And then she goes, "Actually, no, it's like severely low." She goes, "I'm going to do this again." And she fucking does it again.
Right.
And then she's all like, "Yeah, it's still really low. Here, I'm going to try your other arm." So then she does it on this arm.
Right.
She goes, "Yeah, it's really low." I was like, "Do you know what the fuck you're doing?"
You didn't say
Like,
that.
No, like it was.
That's
I
mean.
thought it.
Okay.
Like I did. I thought it. I was all like, "You." I was like, "I feel like you're like,
Are you new?
yeah,
Right.
Like you just graduated." I was all like, "So
Well, okay, time's out. But was she cute?
no."
Oh, I was saying if she was cute, you'd let her put it on. Put it on my leg. Try my leg. Try my dick. Try my.
Then I'm waiting on the doctor or whatever, and the doctor comes in. I started talking about my problems because I've been having like acid reflux and stuff, and
Okay.
they give me a pill, and it's a magical fucking pill. I love this shit. It's I don't know, I don't remember what it's called, but I take it twice a day. And
Did it begin with an F?
I have fat ass mean dopamine.
Fat dopamine.
Fat dopamine.
You don't
Some
even know.
shit. I don't know.
Regardless,
But
some
it's fucking
prescription.
Bro, I took it, and then like because I wasn't really sleeping well because I would like wake up in the middle of the night coughing my brains out because of like fucking acid reflux, and I like inhale it, and like it was fucking rough, dude. And it was getting worse and worse and worse, so I finally went to the doctor about it. Oh my God, bro, I took that, and then for the first time I found out about fucking melatonin magic. And
Oh, yeah, like the sleeping. Is it
Never-
gummies or the pill?
there's the gummies,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
And I've never taken melatonin before. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I fucking took one of those little magic fucking pills the doctor gave me, and then the fucking melatonin magic. I have never slept so well in my life. Like, seriously, I thought they put me under.
Oh, wow, you did?
Dude,
See,
within 20 minutes, I was knocked the fuck out.
right.
And I slept for 9 hours, and as soon as my eyes opened, I wasn't groggy the way I normally am. I wasn't like thirsty the way I normally am, and like how I'm like, I need water type, whatever. Nothing, bro. I was like, fucking ding, and I've had energy all fucking day. Like
Because you actually got good fucking sleep,
yeah,
bro.
dude. Like it was incredible. Like, dude, I'm fucking melatonin and fat of dopamine is where it's at.
Fat of dopamine?
Whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know.
Here's the funny thing.
Started with an F and it had a mean at the end or a dean or some dime.
Right at the now that you're kind of out of work because of the hurricane stuff and they're rebuilding or fixing your bar.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't want to even get into that. I'm just going to comb over it and say, like, you're going to set yourself up with like this schedule where like you go to bed at a decent hour, you wake up, you actually get shit done, you have energy, and then you're going to end up going back to work and fuck all that up.
I know. Doc also said that she basically like told me what I already knew,
which was
so that scale.
We're going back to the scale.
Going back to the scale part.
She's like, "Fuck your blood pressure."
Yeah.
Let's talk about the scale situation.
Yeah. She's all like, she's like, you gotta do something about it, man. It's time. I'm like,
yeah.
Fuck. I know. I've been telling myself this for a while. It's time to get back to the gym and start, running that 5K or that 0.5K as from the previous joke.
Right. You said this. You said you don't want to be an old man that can't do anything.
Right.
And so basically, what the doctor was saying was like, guess what, you motherfucker? You don't start.
You're turning into that old man that can't do anything.
You're gonna be there before you're an actual old man.
So, so she's all like, "It's time, man." Like my doctor's like really cool. Yeah. She's always like, "Come on, man," like shit like that.
Yeah.
And then like I showed her pictures of the hurricane because we were talking about that. And I showed her pictures around my apartment, and I told her the story about the lady who owned the boat.
Right.
And her exact words were like, "Wow. That's bullshit. Fuck that lady." And I was like, yeah. Like, dude, my doctor's cool as hell.
Okay, but at the end of the day, your doctor said what? Your doctor just came in like, "Come on, man," and you're like, "Okay," and then that's it.
No,
Fuck what did they really say?
I have to start eating better and exercising more. So
okay, but
I've already started.
But that's very generic. They said your diet is garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we've had
humans aren't supposed to survive on. Yeah, we've had peeps on pizza.
We've had peeps on pizza here.
I'm not
we've had alcoholic Mountain Dew.
I'm not.
We've taste tested bacon double cheeseburgers. This show hasn't helped at all.
No, I can't. A human body is not supposed to survive on corn dogs, nerds, and Mountain Dew. Like that's not. That's none of that is on the fucking nutritional pyramid. All right. So
when they made that pyramid, it's actually the truth behind the pyramid is you know how they showed everybody like you're supposed to have this much grains and bread and vegetables and everything. Did you know that the original pyramid, the actual intake of what you're supposed to have is the reverse? Like the pyramid's supposed to be upside down.
Yeah.
Like all the food stays in the same position, but the actual amounts are the opposite. Did you know that?
You're trying to fatten us up, bro.
No, seriously. It was like the I don't know, was it the wheat or flour or grain, whatever.
It's supposed to be the least amount.
Yeah, and they have it as like if you look on the pyramid, it's at the most like this, but it's the opposite. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I was like, wait a minute. You mean as a kid?
Because at the top isn't it like milk or some shit? Like,
I don't know what the pull up the thing. All right, so let me show them the old one real quick. I'll pull up the old one right here. Yeah. Okay, so that's the old one. As you can see here, where it's all what's it showing? It's showing bread at the bottom.
Fats, oils, and sweets at the top, and then milk, yogurt, cheese, meat, and poultry and fish is in the near the top.
Right,
and then vegetables and fruits, and then at the bottom they're like fucking pasta.
Yeah,
like eat all the pasta you want.
Right,
bread, cereal, rice, and pasta is supposed to be the most. That was
the old one, right?
Yeah.
All right, so get that out of here. Okay, so then I'm gonna use magic finger time to pull up the new one. You got the new updated one, right?
Yep.
And we'll do that one right here. Yeah. And it's the opposite, right?
Yeah, it says use sparingly red meat and butter, refined grains, white bread, rice and pasta, sugary drinks and sweets and salts. And then milk and cheese and dairy, and then nuts, seeds, beans, and tofu, fish and poultry and eggs in the middle, then vegetables, healthy fats and oils. Yeah. Whole grains still on the bottom.
Yeah, whole grains are different though.
But I mean that's the bottom. But then there's a new bottom. It says daily exercise and weight control.
Yeah, okay. Bye. All right. So as like I was telling you, that's funny. It's because like as we were kids growing up, they were like, "Yeah, here's the food pyramid." And you're like, "Oh, wow." So I don't ever want to hear you guys complain about me eating all the breadsticks. I'm supposed to. And then you get older and you're like, "You're not supposed to eat the breadsticks."
Yeah. The fuck? You know how much gluten you're eating right?
Can you imagine? I mean, but seriously though, as kids, like we were. I don't say we weren't pumped. We weren't pumped full of sugar.
Nope.
But
I was pumped full of sandwiches.
but
Cheese and mayonnaise cooked in cuts.
cheese and mayonnaise cooked and cut was the standard. You know, I wore that shirt the other day.
Did you really?
I wore it. I wore it shopping.
Is it still?
I was grocery shopping. I don't think it's available anymore. I think it's gone. It will. I know it's going to end up on the retired site soon.
Right.
It's been submitted, but I don't think it's been passed yet. So.
But you wore it out?
I wore the cheese and mayonnaise cooked and cut shirt out or whatever, and I wore it grocery shopping, which just made it fucking hilarious in my own head because I'm stupid. And some little old lady was like, "Cheese and mayonnaise cooked and cut." Oh, and she was with another old lady. She goes, "Oh, that means he likes grilled cheese." And I was just like, "Yep." And I kept going. And Jen looks at me and she goes, "I hate you with that shirt on."
Yeah, because some places use mayonnaise instead of butter for grilled cheese. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, that's cool. These two little ladies thought it was hilarious. And I was like, And that's the point of the whole merch thing, is to get somebody to laugh at it.
Yeah.
Make a joke out of it. Hey, everybody. Let's take a minute here to talk about campsite.bio.
That's right. Campsite.bio started as a solution to the one link issue on Instagram, commonly known as your website or bio link. Campsite.bio works as a landing page for your social accounts. It can be used on any social platform where you want to share all of the links for your brand.
That's right. And you can get a profile set up in less than 2 minutes and stay in control of all of your branding and create a bio link and everything that matches you that you need, any of the premium links or advanced analytics or even collaborations. In fact, you can actually set up a link on you for your social media profiles where other people can collaborate and go in and change things and adjust for you, so you can if you have a brand that has more than one person working for it, it works out well. So Campsite's really the only brand link you'll ever need.
That's right. And right now you can get a 10-day free trial and $10 credit towards a pro account. Pro account.
What kind of crown?
Towards a pro account, rather, by going to rayhartrundown.com/campsite. Also, right now, like we said earlier in the episode, if you go to our personal campsite page, you can actually use that to donate to the family through our Patreon as well.
Right. So Campsite.
So it gives you the ability to not just do bio links and everything, but there's so many different integrations with campsite.bio. It's really an incredible product.
Correct. So again, we can't think enough that for Campsite having this capability for us to do where we can take in donations for this family, for the family that was displaced because of Hurricane Ian. So definitely go to our profile. Definitely check out our campsite on. I think it's on our Instagram profile.
That's right,
for
and
sure.
you can, and it shows you like the different setup that you could do for it. But I mean, if you want to do the actual free trial and then $10 credit, we go to
rayhartrundown.com/campsite. So, anyways,
that's scary.
Yeah, cheese and mayonnaise cooked and cut. But yeah, so again, eating all that stuff.
Yeah.
So long story short, the doctor said, "Oh, you got to change your diet." And did she talk about your vaping, your smoking?
Yeah, I gotta quit that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I gotta quit this. She said smoking. She didn't say anything about vaping.
Give me your phone.
Okay.
Let me call her.
Now I'm gonna quit.
How do you know she doesn't watch this podcast? Did you even tell her about it?
I don't think so. But I wear the merch every time I fucking walk in that place.
Yeah, so she's probably been like, okay.
But no, so I gotta start exercising more. I gotta eat better. I gotta quit smoking. I already quit smoking. As soon as she said it, I said, "Okay, doc, you got it." And I literally went home. Still had like half a pack left.
You're the one with the humidor.
Fucking lit. Okay, that's cigars. It's different.
Let's ask the doctor.
And
if you're a doctor and you're watching this show, leave a comment now if it's different.
It is. You don't inhale cigars.
No, you don't inhale cigars.
You're not supposed to inhale cigars.
I did when I smoked cigars.
Because, you
beast.
smoke Black and Milds. That's not a cigar.
I'm a beast mode man. No, I smoked like Swisher Sweets or something.
That's not a cigar.
Okay, what is it then?
Okay, I'm talking about like a real like Honduran fucking cigar.
Then what's the point?
Huh?
Then what's the point?
It's a flavor thing. You have to be a smoker to understand.
There it is.
Guess
I'm not.
But either way, I went home. I had half a pack. I had half a pack of cigarettes, and there's a neighbor that smokes. So I was just walking by, fucking put one cigarette in my mouth, fucking lit it, closed the pack, and was like, "Hey, Tom," and just fucking threw the rest of the pack upstairs to him.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "They're yours. I'm quitting." He's like, "Oh, thanks, man." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." And fucking smoked my last cigarette, looking out over the water on my non-existent on my beach, on my non-existent boardwalk.
On non-boardwalk, no pier.
Just fucking on my beachfront property. Smoked my last cigarette. Put that shit out and haven't smoked one since.
All right, so there you go. You heard it.
But I have been vaping.
If you see Adam smoke a cigarette and you listen to this episode, you
smack it out of my mouth.
You have the right to bust his balls publicly, loudly.
Yes. By all means.
I don't know. I switched. I'm not gonna lie. I was a smoker for a while, through my early 20s for sure, and then, oh man, I switched to vaping. I did vaping for probably 6 to 8 months, and then stopped. Like I got sick. I don't want to say I got sick from vaping, but I got sick to where vaping was like gross. You know, like you could taste that. You know what I'm saying? That like sinus thing, and I was like, nope, and that was it. I was able to just stop and cut it out. That was 2013, maybe? That's how long. I mean, it was like 10 plus years ago. I've never had to since. Anytime I've ever done any vaping or any bullshit vaping, just because everybody else was type thing, it was like 0 milligrams.
Yeah. Useless.
You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. I'm like with a smoke like a dragon because it's not doing anything.
Right.
But
which is my next step. So I'm at 3 right now.
Right.
I'm going down to
0.
So
you were right. Let me back up to that real quick, just for a second here. You were right with the cutting of the vaping thing. Remember I was telling you, I was like, it doesn't sound right? You're right. I'm take a step back. I admit when I was wrong. I have no problems doing that. But yeah, you cutting it the way you did, it was right. The way I was thinking is that it wouldn't cut, it would just add to it.
Right.
And like I was thinking like almost layered. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like a cake. So, but yeah, I double checked it because I was like, that doesn't. Why does it sound weird? And I looked it up, and yeah, you're correct. I don't know if it popped up on screen for that episode, but when we did the episode that we talked about, how you cut it, yeah, that is the right way. Essentially, you were doing it to cut it down. So
right. Yeah, because if you have like half Coke and half Diet Coke, you got a full Coke, but only half the sugar.
Right. Yeah.
Essentially.
And see, in my head, I was like, no, because a layer of that is still regular Coke. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think of the mixture. I didn't think of the mixing part of it. I don't know where I was. I don't know. Maybe I was fucking doing Coke when I was doing that episode or something. But that was weird.
So
okay, so with Halloween coming up, let's switch gears here just for another minute. Now we're done talking about each other. Oh, long story short, we both need to go back to the gym.
Yeah, no, we're both fat pieces of shit. That needs to change.
Yes. Saw a picture of myself on stage. Want to talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Just for a minute.
So Bob did his debut, his stand-up debut.
I tried it.
Did really well. I will say
I don't
that.
think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Let me rephrase that. The audience liked you.
The
audience thought you were funny.
They did think I was funny, but I think because I saw the playback, and no, I'm not going to play it on our show, so you guys can suck it. Sorry. I'm going to leave that. I think I'm just going to leave that video, that moment to myself. I'm going to let that be a private thing.
Yeah.
But I saw the playback. I saw it happen. And of course, I immediately see things that I'm like, oh, shit.
Okay, of course. Can I just give you my advice?
Go ahead real quick.
Slow the fuck down.
Yeah. See, I was because I knew I only was supposed to have 3 minutes.
Right.
But I knew if I did the real version of the bit that I was going to do, which is the vasectomy story bit, if I did the full version, it's a 7.5 minute bit. And I knew I didn't have the time. So I was like trying to cram. I felt like I was speed running through the bit because I was fearful of. And there's no reason for me to worry about. There was really no reason for me to worry about the time.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, but in my head, it played out like like there was gonna be a buzzer or something, like the trap door was gonna fall, and I was gonna be like, oh, or something.
Yeah,
like it was just
it's
gonna.
like what is that? That comedy place wherever the fucking hook
they pull the hook,
out
and they pull the hook away. But no, it's But here's the thing: is that so I was going way too fast.
The Apollo. That's what
I was ripping way too fast through the story, which was not leaving a lot of setup for people to take it in. Do you know what I'm saying?
People were laughing though.
Yeah, they were. And the other thing is I didn't move the mic stand and the seat out of the way. I just stayed behind them.
Yeah.
So there was kind of in my own head. Looking back at it, I was like, oh, I didn't even think about moving. Like everybody moves that stuff. I didn't even think about it at all. It didn't even cross my brain to move that shit. And then the spotlight wasn't a follow light. It wasn't a follow spotlight. I'm so tall that when I would step too far to the side, my head would pop out. So it would just be like a torso shot telling jokes. So those were the couple of things where I saw, and how fat I was. I was like, oh my God, I'm so fat.
Well, I mean, the camera always adds, 40 pounds.
There must have been like 6 fucking cameras on me. I was like, holy crap, I'm so fat. I told that to Carl, too, because he's the one that filmed it for me. And he's just like, you're so vain. I'm like, do you blame me? Look at me. I look like I'm about to have a baby. That's what it look like. This is the biggest I've ever been in my entire life. You know this, but they don't.
Not me.
This is the biggest I've ever been in my entire life. This bullshit, I know about this bullshit here. I don't even give a fuck. But at the same token, it's like, oh my God, I'm like way too big.
You guys have no idea how long it takes us to get these cameras set up every single time.
Oh, every single time.
Because it's all like, wait, no, higher, a little higher.
A little higher.
Okay, point it downward. Okay, that looks about like last week, but you can't see any of this.
Like there's probably a reason why we didn't start filming right out the gate. Maybe should have though. I was probably skinnier back then.
Yeah, right.
But no. So long story short, I had a great time. I've told this story to so many of the friends that have asked about it, but it's like Carl's like, oh, we go to do our friend Carl Remy. We talk about him all the time, but we go to do his show, one of his shows. Actually, it wasn't even his show; it was somebody else's show. Had put it together, some Spill the Beans comedy thing, and he's like, hey, it's like, come see me, come check it out. So we go down there to check it out, and
he's like, guess what, Bob?
He's like, Bob, yeah, I need you to do 3 minutes. You think you can do it? I'm like, yeah, just sure.
Yeah, and as soon as you get off stage, he looks at me and he goes, you're next. And I was all like, right now? Because I don't have anything.
It was 0 things. But I remember them announcing me, and I'm walking up to the stage, and it was so weird because I was so full of anxiousness and anxiety. Like I was completely in panic mode almost, right? And I'm walking up.
Oh, I know. I saw you.
You saw me, yeah. But I'm telling them, too. So I'm walking up.
You see Bob
as I hit,
sitting in a corner away from all of his friends?
Yeah. I was going over the bit.
I know.
Yeah, I was going over I was like, I got to get this right. And I knew I had to cut the time, so I knew I had to cut things out of it. And so I get up, and as I'm walking up through the crowd to go to the stage, I get about to the second row of chairs. And it was so weird. It was so, I dare say, euphoric. But as soon as I hit that second row of chairs, it felt like, you ever, like, remember as a kid when you would play in the mud and you were like filthy, dirty, filthy? And then you would go home and you would like take a shower and wash everything off of you. And then like when you came out, you just felt awesome. Like you just felt clean.
Yeah, I do that every day after work.
But you know what I'm saying? Okay. For example, yeah, when you get home from work or whatever, you know what I'm saying? When I got to the second row, there was like this euphoria almost. That's the best way to describe it, is like, there's something like I feel like it was washed over me. It's so stupid to say it this way, but I don't know a better way to describe it. But it literally felt like from like started in my head and my freaking face, because I'm looking at the mic in the stand as I'm going up in the spotlight, and as I'm looking at it, I can feel this, like feel like it go like stop. I remember it being right at that second row of chairs, like right at the second row, just like. Whew. And then as I got up to the stage, and as I put my hand on that microphone. It was weird. It just felt like a mode that I switched into. Just like, click, here we go.
Right.
And it's not like the mode where we switch to turn on to do this podcast or to do this show, because clearly I've been talking into a microphone now for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
But to pick that one up, and to go, hey, everybody. And it was just like autopilot. Like, I don't even remember a lot of It was just autopilot. And I remember hearing some of the laughs and here in certain spots and things like that, but everything else felt like silence. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I can't, for whatever reason, in that autopilot type comedic mode, I couldn't hear anything. And I couldn't see anything because that fucking spotlight was in my face. So I'm just like, it was like just a bright light shining at you and everything else is dark. So you're just telling joke to like God. You know what I'm saying? You can't even hear anything.
Right.
And it was essentially, but it was one of those things where it's like, oh, and I got done with it. And I got down off stage, and everybody clapped because I mean we didn't. Not everybody. It's my first time. They knew that I was, So I get it. There was going to be pity applause, which is fine. But I put the mic down. I put the mic back in the thing, and I get off the stage, and just adrenaline, just pure, like it's like getting off a roller coaster. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're just like, oh my god, there was so much. Like, there was such a rush, and da 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 da. Like I was still. Like the next day at work, I had to go to work the next morning at 4 a.m. Okay? I get into work and I'm like, it's 4 a.m. And I get there and I'm like, I'm going to tell everybody. There's nobody working at 4 a.m. It's just me. And then the one guy who was supposed to work with me called out. So I'm just going to sit there and talk to myself apparently. But I was still running on an adrenaline rush through the whole rest of the next day. And that's when I was kind of like, and I even had texted Carl, and I was like, dude, thank you so much for giving me time. Most open micers are constantly looking for a spot or constantly looking for time to do something. You know what I'm saying? So I called him, and I was like, thank you so much for giving me time. Thank you so much for letting me try it and be part of it. And this was like, and he goes, how do you feel? And he's like, did you make it to work? And, and I was like, yeah. I said, I'm still running on adrenaline from doing it. It's so crazy. I still have a rush. You know what I'm saying? Like this excited I'm talking about it right now is how I was talking about it to everybody that I could stop. Like I was stopping forklift drivers. Hey, hold on, I gotta tell you something. So it was so crazy. And I remember the one thing, and this is so, and I don't care. It's corny, and whatever. You could make fun of me if you want to. I don't even give a shit. But Carl, the next text Carl sent almost brought tears to my eyes because it was like a moment for me, and I was by myself and I was at my desk and I was like, thank you so much, I really appreciate the time, this is so awesome, I had so much fun, I can't thank you enough. And he goes, of course, you're welcome, you did great. And his next text was, welcome to the club. And when I got that text, dude, I'm like, well, about to well up right now, but I was just like, oh, I feel it, this is what I was supposed to do. Like this is what I was supposed to be doing like a long ass time ago. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and I feel like I've missed so much time and I've missed so much opportunity. Like I should have tried this so much sooner. I should have not waited. But you can see me right now. They can't on the camera clearly, but like I'm still.
No, yeah, you're tearing up a little bit.
Yeah, because it was just like that text. I freaking love Carl for sending that to me because it gave me this moment. But that welcome to the club thing made me feel part of it. And you know how badly we talk about comedians all the time on here. We talk about comedy and doing stand up. So to actually feel part of that, you know what I'm saying? That group, that community. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Right on, man.
So I told you got to try. I mean, I want you to
try.
No,
yeah, I'm going to try it.
I want you to give it a try. I don't know if you'll have the same experience as I will. You may or may not. You and I are a lot of huge differences between the two of us, clearly. So you may go, nah, I'll keep doing the podcast thing and that's fine.
Well, you know me, man. I'm the film.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's fine.
That's my thing. It's like I want to do comedy in film,
right?
Because I feel like that's just like being on set with your friends, with funny people, and like doing the improv on the set or whatever, and making a film that people can laugh at, and and all of that. Like I feel like that's, and also like the gag reels that you would see in the blooper reels,
right?
That you would see on these comedy movies. I mean, I talked about it in our Mic Check Trivia today.
Right.
It's just like that seems like so much fun to me that I feel like that's where I want to be. You know what I mean?
I do.
But don't get me wrong. I've watched stand-up comedy since I was a kid. Like I love stand-up comedy, and I'm definitely going to try it out. But I just feel like that might be a little bit more your thing.
I think I've been talking about it and leaning towards it longer for sure. Yeah.
but I do want to try it. I always have been interested in trying it out.
Mhm.
I kind of feel like I'm like fuck is his name? I feel like I'm more like Judd Apatow, where he does his like comedy movies, but then you'll see him do stand up like
He originally started a stand up.
right. You'll see him do stand up like once every blue moon type of thing,
See,
but he's more of the film type.
There's
of
a
thing.
lot of comedic actors that started as stand up, and then when they started doing films or movies or whatever, it just went away.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you'll see him go back and like,
Yeah.
they'll do like a comedy special. Like Judd Apatow does a comedy special with him and then like a whole bunch of his friends type
Right.
of thing. And I think Adam Sandler was a part of it or something.
Yeah. See, Adam Sandler started doing stand up comedy. These guys, David Spade, all of these guys who may or may not have a special out, still started doing stand up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I totally get it. And I get the idea, like what you're saying, like, oh, that being on set and joking around or whatever. Like I had hey, everybody, we'll take a minute here to talk about Bubbly Bath and Body.
Bubbly Bath and Body is a local company that specializes in plant-derived products. Lost my train of thought there for a second. I'm sorry. But different Bath and Body, type work, soaps and shampoos and stuff, all plant-derived, all natural, all completely good for you, for your skin anyhow.
So Bubbly wants to, again, like Adam said, protect you and your skin and do something natural and healthy for your body. So you can always check them out at bubblybathandbody.com. But because they're one of our sponsors, we want to go ahead and tell you to check out the Rayhart collection.
That's right.
So use the code RUNDOWN when you check out to get 20% off. Then if you check out the Rayhart collection, but right now, because we're in the fall, Bubbly Bath and Body is doing fall and like Thanksgiving, Halloween, that type of stuff, smells and pumpkin spice and all these different types of things. So you got to go check it out. This is one reason why we're running this promo, right? We are, because we want you to go check out Bubbly Bath and Body because they have new products right now as we're talking about it.
Yes. So if you want to be a basic bitch and get your pumpkin spice soap, check out bubblybathandbody.com.
That's right. So where we got to go, Adam?
bubblybathandbody.com.
So it's not going to be it's not a one and done for me.
Right.
I'm gonna say that right now. In fact, if it's not a one and done. I'm definitely going up. I'm definitely doing more.
Good to know you're not pulling out.
No. Should I just run the promo now?
If you want to, man. I was waiting to see if you
I
were.
knew you were going to set me up.
I was just waiting to see because I was waiting to see where you're going with this. We can wait. We can wait it out.
If you'd like to see me do that bit plus others that I've got lined up, let me just say that. Come check it out. I'll be at the Off the Hook Comedy Club in Naples, Florida.
That's right.
December 7th.
Off the Hook. Where
the
like
hook.
legitimate comedians go.
I know.
Not just like Joe's Bar and Grill
Yeah.
down the street. Like this is like legit, bro.
Yeah, I'm not the feature.
awesome.
Let me rephrase that. I'm not the
No,
feature.
you're
I'm
opening.
You're not going to find me on their website. Let me tell you that right now. But
Yeah.
that show, December 7th, the Carl Remies
I
featuring.
believe it's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday night.
It's a Wednesday. You can get tickets
Both
there.
shows? Or is it
I
just
think
one
there's
show?
just one show at 7.
Okay.
Doors open at 5. Shows at 7. I think tickets are 20 or $25. So
Well, with you have to have a 2 purchase minimum, whether it be 2 appetizers or a drink and an appetizer.
but regardless,
it's like every comedy club.
Yeah, general admission I think is like $20 or $25. But check it out, December 7th. Show starts at 7:00. Doors open at 5 at Off the Hook Comedy Club in Naples, Florida. I'll be there. I'll be opening. I think I'm opening. I don't think I'm featuring, but
No, yeah.
definitely opening.
I know you're opening, which is what, like 10, 15 minutes or something?
We'll find out. I'm not going to give anything more away right now. I don't know too much more. But
I'm proud of you, man.
I've been dying. I've been dying to be able to say that on this podcast. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
I've been dying to be able to say like, check me out at this club.
Oh, just wait until you be like, here's my schedule, and then it's just
Yeah,
like
just listed.
lists
Yeah,
of
that's what I
dates.
can't. That'll be the next step. Check me out here, here, and here, and here.
You know what's funny is that whenever Carl and you were talking about like, oh man, like I can't wait until we just like can go on tour, and
Yeah.
we all go on tour together.
Yeah, he wants
It's like
to.
right, but I don't know if stand-ups are going to be my thing. It might be,
Right.
but if it's not, I'll fucking drive the bus. I still want to go. Like I'll be the bus driver.
wanna
Pay
be
me
the
to be the fucking bus driver.
be the
Like
bus
that's
driver?
fine. I'll fucking drive the bus from city to city and just travel the fucking let's go.
Well, I think the way we talked about it is like if we do it, it'll be a small tour to start with, so it'll be like a Florida tour.
I'll still be the bus driver.
Miami to Tallahassee, but
still be the bus driver.
I'm just letting you know what's going to happen. But definitely, we want to do a. There is. I'm not going to give away too much right now because there's nothing solid. But this summer, there looks to be the talks of some kind of tour. So, buckle up for the.
Maybe I'll just be the host.
So I feel like that'll work.
You know,
you could do that. You don't even have to tell jokes if you don't want to.
Right. Just the host.
Maybe there you go. So we'll see. But anyways,
you've seen Bob on the Rayhart Rundown. Making his touring debut.
I got filthy trivia, but my filthy trivia was a whole nother topic of conversation, and so I might.
You did actually remind me of something whenever you were talking about your experience with stand-up.
Oh, yeah?
It was kind of off the wall, random thought. When you said the spotlight, it was like you were doing comedy to God.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that was actually a theory? That when you die and you, like, the people that have, like, I saw the light.
Yeah.
Is actually you're being reincarnated in that moment. Oh, yeah? Like, that's one theory, is that it's like that light is actually you coming out of a woman's womb as a newborn baby. And as soon as you're born, like, you just forget your whole fucking past life. Once you cross through that light. That was like a theory I heard, and I was all like, wow, that's bullshit, but that's interesting.
I mean, you can't prove it's not bullshit, though. Let's be honest. Like, you can't prove it's not bullshit.
Right.
How can anyone prove it's not bullshit?
Right. But I don't
know. Like this, why they're always saying like, oh, when the guillotine back in the medieval times, when it would like cut people's head off, the last thing they could still hear or they could still see or something.
You can still see for 10 seconds after you're decapitated because your brain hasn't shut down. They've actually proven that to be true, I thought.
I don't know. Well, they stop someone like, can you see? Shaking their head like, what are you? Okay, bye. Like, what are you? Fucking
blink twice if you can still see me.
After we do this, blink if you can still see. Fucking, that's so wrong. Anyways. Speaking of medieval stuff, though, let me slide into this.
Quick. Yeah.
Let's talk about the medieval fair. We're still going to talk about going to the medieval fair. I know people have given us suggestions. Oh, go to the one in New York and go to this one, and there's one in California, and there's
join our Patreon, and we will.
Yeah, exactly. You want us to go? Send us. But no, we're gonna have to keep it local. So clearly, everybody knows we're in Florida, so we're probably gonna end up going to the Sarasota one. I think it is. We'll be at the Sarasota fair. It's in November, so it's in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And Adam and I will. Yeah, it's closer than you think. And Adam and I will be going, and we're trying to get our costumes put together now for Viking.
I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm like 60 hours into it.
Cool. So. Does that help you pick out your outfit? Because that's what I need you to do right now. We need to pick out outfits. We need to like go our ass down to like the costume store. I mean, we're not doing this every single year. We're not doing it all the time. So we don't need to get super heavy duty.
Yes, we do.
Okay, it's also Florida.
Let's get real fucking chainmail.
You can. Go ahead.
I will. Sign up for Patreon.
Yeah, if you want to, if you want the insight on that, definitely sign up for our Patreon because we'll be doing any of our shopping or any of our head of seeing us in costume would be on our Patreon at patreon.com/Rayhart Rundown.
Yes, and if you sign up right now, all of the proceeds on our Patreon actually right now are going towards the family. Right,
we're pooling all of our Patreon, our income from Patreon, to donate to the family that lost their house that Adam helped from the previous episodes.
See on episode 102.
Yeah, from episode 102. That we're pulling all of the money. So all of the money. We've already had a lot of donations. A big donation come in. We're almost to $1,000 right now. So that's awesome. We really amazing. Love you, patrons. Appreciate it. Now we found a way for some of you who are like, I did get a little kickback from some people, friends clearly, that were like, hey, I don't want to deal with joining Patreon and unjoining Patreon and all of that. Well, we found another way for you guys to give to us to make it easy so you didn't have to do the Patreon thing. And if you only want to do like a couple bucks or $10 or anything like that and still help out, if you go onto our Instagram profile in the bio, you click on the little bio link and it'll pop up. It's done through Campsite.
And you can make a donation through campsite.
Yeah, you can do it that way. You can actually, it's right at the top. You click it, and it gives you different amounts, and you can put it or a custom amount, and you can put it in, and it'll go right to us, and we'll add it to the pool to get this family a cute little nice little Christmas. We're not trying to go extravagant. We're not trying to buy them a house or anything crazy, but we just feel bad for the children, and we want to help the little kids out.
Absolutely.
On our end. So, anyways, going back to filthy trivia.
Yeah, now that we're talking, we're gonna do filthy trivia now that we talked about this loving family that we're helping out.
Cute little children we're helping.
Let's get back to the filth.
Let's get back to being dirty. Here we go. Start the music. If you're looking for a quick hookup, keep this in mind. It takes this long for our brains to decide that we like someone.
10 seconds.
Is it A, 60 seconds, B, 4 minutes, C, 10 minutes, or D, 60 minutes? This is scientific stuff. This isn't TikTok-y bullshit. So which one of those do you think it is?
Say it again. You don't have to say A, B, C, or D. Just tell me the...
It's 60 seconds, 4 minutes, 10 minutes, or 60 minutes. It's one of those things, how long it takes your brain to actually decide that you like someone. Not that you're in love. This isn't love at first sight bullshit. This is just that, oh, I like that person. How long do you think is scientifically proven? What do you think?
It's either 60 seconds or 4 minutes. It's not 10 minutes or 60 minutes. Definitely not 60 minutes. I want to say 60 seconds.
Wait for your final answer. Here we go.
60 seconds.
Final answer, 60 seconds?
Yeah.
Incorrect, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes.
Sorry, it is 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes.
Takes your brain 4 minutes
well, because,
to decide.
There's... Yeah, I could see that. Because there's, people that I thought I was all like, hey, you're interesting.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
Then 4 minutes later, I'm like, So...
3 minutes and 45 seconds later, you're like, that's what you're doing. Bye.
Yeah, no, it's... Yeah. Because somebody could be very physically attractive.
Mm-hmm.
But their personality undoes that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh man, you're really cute. Oh, you're a stuck-up bitch.
I'm out.
Never mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you're way too
so
into
close.
yourself.
Yeah.
See you later. So, and I've been there. But there's sometimes it's but they say oh, women know if they're into you within the first 10 seconds of meeting you.
No, I thought it was women know if they're going to sleep with you within the first 10 seconds of meeting you.
If they would sleep with you.
Yeah. So that's different.
Same thing.
No, that's different. That's different. I had another filthy trivia for us to do. And it's not Halloween based, but it does have to do with a serial killer.
Ooh.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
You're interested?
Yeah.
Okay, fire up the music again. All right, here we go. Everyone needs a side gig. What did Ted Bundy do for work before he started murdering people?
He was a salesman.
Was it? Can I give you the answers, please?
Oh, sorry.
Calm down before I murder you.
Sorry.
All right. A, delivered singing telegrams.
Yes, absolutely.
B, worked at a suicide hotline. C, wrote TV sitcoms. Or D, worked as a clown at kids' parties. Ted Bundy did as a side gig before he started murdering people.
Okay, well, so he wasn't a clown because that was John Wayne Gacy.
Okay.
What was C?
What? What was that?
What was C?
Oh, wrote TV sitcoms.
No.
Okay. So either delivered singing telegrams or worked at a suicide hotline.
Suicide hotline.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Correct. See, you got that one right. So, do you know more about serial killers than you do?
I actually do know quite
You know
a bit
more about
serial
serial killers than you know about how someone likes you? Thoughts?
I actually do know quite a bit about serial killers. This shit is interesting.
It is interesting.
It's super Dahmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, super interesting.
Okay,
Amazing.
listen to this though.
Incredible.
Listen to this about Dahmer. Aside from it being one of the top Netflix shows right now
of all time.
So, because of that popularity through Netflix, right? the Dahmer Halloween costumes are selling, right?
Yep.
They're actually, as of literally recently of this filming of this show, like today, hours ago, have been banned from being able to be sold on eBay.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Did you know that?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a huge lawsuit going on right now with the victims' families of Dahmer because Netflix did not ask for permission. They don't have to. They don't have to.
Right.
They don't have to. But the victims' families were like, it would have been nice if you guys like asked if we were okay with this because this has been a nightmare that it haunts us our entire lives. And we already went through so much with documentaries and everything else. And now you're putting it as an entertaining TV show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And now people are, once again, it's just full circle coming right back where we have to live with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like that type of thing. Like you're not doing this in a way of honoring our families, even though at the very end of the season, they literally put pictures up of everyone of his victims and stuff, which was kind of like a in memory of type of thing because they show what kind of a monster he really was.
Wait.
Hell,
wait,
it's
wait.
called...
Hold on. Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry. Well, like they didn't know how it fucking ends.
That's why it was funny. Okay.
Yeah.
We have to wrap things up. Sorry.
All
We got
right.
way off topic. I don't even know what the original topic of this show was supposed to be. It just went weird, and we did a whole bunch of trivia.
Yeah.
The whole point of me telling you that Ted Bundy trivia was to tell you about the Dahmer thing, just to say that, hey, eBay took it off their website. You can't be Dahmer for
yeah,
Halloween.
that's what we were talking
That's
about.
what the whole point of what I was saying. All of that.
No, it doesn't surprise me, though. I mean, it's like... I think that's also a little fucked up to kind of go as... You know,
Jeffrey Dahmer,
like real serial killer.
Okay,
you know what I mean.
But is it because he was a real person?
Yes.
So
and killed real people, like.
Okay, so the whole Freddy Krueger you can dress up as no problem. Jason,
fictional characters.
So okay, but that's fair. Fictional, you're okay with dressing up as fictional characters, but you think that actual serial killers should be off limits?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. It's fair. You can have that opinion.
Only because they actually like killed people that had families and had, you know what I mean? It's the
victims.
To me, it's disrespectful to the victims' families in that aspect.
And much less for costume companies to be making money off of it. Agreed.
Yeah,
I agree with you there.
So
yeah, I think serial killer. I think dressing up as a serial killer as an actual serial killer, not as somebody who walks around and's got boxes of cereal with knives. Dumb. I think
right. But if you dress up as like
Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, yeah, all those guys,
Gein,
yeah,
like the BTK killer or whatever.
Anyways, we'll have to put some more stuff together for the Halloween episode. Definitely want to do a Halloween episode this year.
Yeah.
So that'll be the next episode.
Yeah.
So the next episode will be a Halloween episode.
I like the Halloween episodes.
They're always fun, and we always dive into movie stuff. And I want to dive into behind the scenes movies. Newer Hollywood movies because we did all the old stuff. If you go back and you listen to our old podcast stuff from previous years, we've done Halloween a couple times, not every time, but a couple times we've done Halloween, and we dive into old movie stuff. And I want to do that again, but I want to update it. I want to be able to show people pictures now that we have the video and audio.
Yeah,
so
let's dive behind the scenes of I Possessed.
Like we haven't done that 100 times already. Oh.
Yeah, no. No, we'll talk. There's one thing I do want to say about the I Possessed, but I'm going to save it for the
You want to do the
episode.
next one, the Halloween show?
Halloween show. It's a horror movie, so we might as well.
True.
So we might have talked about it on episode 100, or 101.
When we interviewed them, when we interviewed Tammy and Carl.
I don't know if it made the cut though.
I don't know either.
But we'll see.
All right, let's call it then.
Alrighty.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Peacock's up, and we'll see you next week.
All right, bye now.